Slashes and interference, delay of game, all have to go. When we're watching in the bar, it makes my Landy feel so far. I need you here with me, not way over in an arena seat. I need you here with me and not way over in an arena seat. Avs win over the LA Kings 3-0 tonight.
What inspired that?
What the hell was
that? You guys didn't see the tweet thread we had with AJ singing songs during the game?
I saw a little bit of it.
That was, so I saw that, but I mean, did you just come up with all that off the top of your head now?
I just changed the lyrics to a song that I know.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
So, I mean, still pretty impressive that you...
Unfortunately,
I wouldn't have been able to put that much together off the top of my head.
Unfortunately, I can't sing it all, so it's kind of an issue. But
you got the look, though, Rudo.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was a pretty easy game for the Avs tonight. It never really felt like it was going to end any other way. You're stuck on it?
Yeah.
You're stuck on it a little bit. It's Stick Shifts and Safety Belts by Cake. Come on.
Do I look like someone that listens to Cake?
No, you don't. You really don't. Those shoes alone, I think, prevent you from being a Cake listener.
Yeah.
Great night, I think, all the way around for Colorado. Really a fairly complete game that felt pretty easy for them. But let's start with the story of the night. I think all three of us extremely impressed with Josh Manson's first game as an Av.
As advertised.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to do anything flashy back there. He's one of those guys that stops the play from happening, right? Like, guys carrying a puck, he's going to squish that guy basically along the boards. Yeah. And then another guy's going to come up, pick up that puck. So he does what's advertised. I thought he kept his game pretty simple, looked good out there, jumped into the play a few times in the offensive zone, which is good to see as well. Like, obviously reading what's happening with the plays. Now, a few things that we did see that the Avs will clean up is definitely his defensive zone standing in front of the net, right?
Yeah.
Avs hate that play where they have a defenseman in front of the net. Come on,
tying up sticks in front, so we'll get that out of here. No, but I think you summed it up pretty well. And, yeah, as advertised was kind of one of the things that I was thinking was, you know, with a lot of the conversation that we had yesterday with Felix from Crash the Pond, Anaheim beat writer, I thought tonight was a lot of those things where when he was saying, well, when he's at his best, he's doing this. And it was interesting because it was one of those things where we talked a lot in the pregame and shows yesterday that he does a lot of stuff that the Avs were missing. And it was hard to kind of envision that until you saw it in action tonight. Because like you said, just shutting plays down at the blue line, tracking pucks back, getting them up, getting them out. There was 2 or 3 plays in particular. I've never heard them shut off the music
it's
down
all
there.
the way off.
Late night.
Weird.
Where you know he got back and he had pressure, he wore a little bit of contact and got pucks to safe areas on the ice. I'm not expecting this exact performance every night, but for a first game with a new team, I thought him keeping his game simple. Just do that every night.
Yeah, I think the most encouraging part of it is he gets pucks out. We've watched the Johnson pairing struggle to do that for months now, and every single puck on his stick tonight, it felt like zipped out of the zone one way or another.
Not just the Johnson pairing. Go back the last few years. I mean, that was the thing with Nikita Zadorov. Yeah, he hits people. Yeah, he jumps up into the play. Can't get the puck out of his zone. We've had the issue with Ryan Murray.
Yeah.
Sam Girard's had problems at different points this year. Again, maybe it was the injury, but Patrick Nemeth last year in the playoffs, that was one of the big complaints. It can't get pucks up, can't get pucks out.
Yep.
The Avs have been looking for this type of guy. Again, it's one game, and I thought he played really well. There's going to be bumps and bruises. There's going to be penalties. There's going to be things along the way. But you got a glimpse tonight of that's what they wanted. That's what you got tonight is why you were comfortable giving up Drew Hellison and a second. This is the game that you got out of him tonight. I thought it was a perfect game for him to have to jump into. They got out to a lead. They locked it down, gave LA nothing, and he kind of got to flex the muscle that he kind of builds his game around. Yeah. So that's the type of game you need to win in the playoffs. Slim leads, shut it down, get some goaltending. And I think if you're Joe Sakic, you're pretty happy with what you saw from Josh Manson.
Yeah, and honestly, the Avs defense as a whole tonight, I really didn't give Kings a ton. I mean, one of their best opportunities when they was on the Avs power play, and Cale goes and tracks Kopitar down and prevents anything terrible from happening.
Yeah, I want to talk about that in a little bit. But isn't it interesting, though? Ryan Murray, I think we all have said in the last few days, has been playing a lot better recently. And we talked about it in the pregame that what Josh Manson, and we've talked about it with all leading up to this trade deadline, what the Avs are looking to do is bump guys down who are maybe a bit overextended. You see Josh Manson play on that second pairing, predominantly with Ryan Murray, get some start with Taves, get some starts with Makar.
He was a little bit all over the place.
A little bit all over the place, but again, it allowed the Johnsons to play together in a true third pairing role against the Kings' third, fourth line guys. And I thought they looked a lot better. I thought Eric Johnson made some nice plays. I thought Jack Johnson, again, kind of like what we said on his season.
It's incredible.
It's fine.
When you don't have to play those dudes over their head.
Right.
They look good.
And their time on ice tonight was about 17 minutes.
Yeah.
17 minutes, 16 seconds. Crazy. Murray was only on the ice for 17 minutes.
Really?
But he doesn't play any special teams, basically.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
That's probably where
the difference is. But
Yeah.
but again, it allowed you to put everyone in maybe a little bit more appropriate
Yep.
role. And then to the point that you made, Blais, when Girard comes back, if Byram comes back, now Manson slots down onto that third pairing. And you have, depending on what happens here,
Pick your
next,
favorite of the three.
Right.
Yeah.
Over the next 5 days, you've now got anywhere from 2 to 3 guys that you are extremely comfortable with in a 6D spot. Again, you're not going to get this every night, but to see what you gave up was to get this type of play out of him.
Pretty good about it one game in.
Right.
For sure.
And to see it in the first game, you're like, all right, we'll take that. That's what we wanted to see.
The makeup of the team right now, as it stands that there's still a trade to happen.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to take multiple people to get this all balanced out right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, right now you've got quite a few players out there. You have one more that's going to be joining the team on Friday night.
Yep.
With the newly acquired trade there. So I think something's coming down the pipeline. Hopefully it's a big one.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone feels like the Avs are done at the deadline
Yeah.
yet. I think that's definitely fair to say. But
Yeah, and I'm anxious to see Sturm because, again, like, you added some size.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that you notice with Manson. Physical, engages in contact. And, again, how many times have we talked about that you just have some guys, it's just the way that they play stylistically, Mikko, Burakovsky, Girard, something they shy away from the contact, but they don't engage it. That's not just part of their game. Manson's physical. He's fine wearing contact. He's fine initiating contact. Again, all jokes aside, there was 2 or 3 times when I saw him track the play and go straight to the front of the net. And again, not trying to be funny, because that's not part of a lot of the Avs defenseman game. It is play out near the wall. It is play near the perimeter. Get pucks up, get pucks out. They can get lost in their coverage a little bit. You have a guy whose natural instinct looks like it is to cover the middle of the
guys
ice.
out a little bit. Yeah, I agreed 100%. I think it's something the Avs lack. Looking at a little bit of the bigger picture of this hockey game, you're really looking up and down the lineup and going, the Avs played down a forward tonight, and it was fine. You didn't even notice.
Yeah.
So
and McDermott, do you have McDermott's ice time in front of you?
Yeah, 6 minutes, 27
Really?
seconds. It felt like he was out there a bunch.
yeah, he was at the end. He was probably at about 3 minutes before the last 10
I was
minutes of
gonna
the
say,
game.
I feel like I saw him a good amount.
But it's
Some PK time.
I mean, I think it's
He
a
did.
testament to the Avs play in this game that they put themselves in a situation where they felt comfortable playing McDermott down the stretch of the hockey game, right? Pretty clear Bednar doesn't love playing him in close games. I don't think there's any denying that. And they were fine tonight. So,
I mean, I think
Go ahead.
Kemper must be on Bednar's shit list right now or something. Why?
Yeah.
Right now you've got a shutout going. You're like, hey, check this out
what
on
if
the
we
PK.
put McDermott on the PK?
Yeah.
Show us something. Do something.
Earn it. Earn it then. No, but I also think it is a little bit of a show of how much they kind of trust and believed in their system to the point where Bednar seems like he's got a pretty good pulse when everyone's going and doing the right things on a night that, I can throw McDermott out there and I trust that he's not going to do something egregious. And I guess he took a penalty.
He did take a protect.
Yeah. But again, he did technically get a little bit of PK time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Avs
Bednar
really
showing off a bit.
Well, and that's exactly the type of hockey you want to see the Avs play in this stretch of the season, right? You want them to be able to roll everybody out.
For sure.
No one has to take this ridiculously heavy load that literally 3 nights ago we're talking about Makar and Taves like, boys, are they going to play him 30 minutes a night?
Right.
I don't know. But games like this make it a lot easier on not having to stress anyone at that level. Obviously, the big plus on the offensive side of this game, the Avs go 2 for 2 on the power play. I think they scored on 2 the other night as well. Power play has suddenly started clicking again. Pucks are starting to go in for them. Is that just Nathan MacKinnon and Mikko Rantanen are dope, or have we started to see something's figure out in the systems for them?
Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. To me, I really do just think that I think they have trouble with zone entries, but for the most part, I just think special teams are just hot and cold.
Yeah.
Sometimes the puck's going in, sometimes it's not. You set yourself up to go through less of that. Yeah, if you can get the zone established control, which the Avs do struggle with. But, I mean, you're going to go through these stretches where, wow, they've scored 7 power play goals in their last 4 games or whatever the hell. And then, it's 11 straight without one or something.
Were the zone entries like what we've seen with the drop pass tonight back to MacKinnon?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
For the most part.
For the most part?
They had one, they scored off of one the other night where they just moved it up to Kadri and got the zone.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Because I feel like that's like the biggest issue that the Avs are running into right now. Once they get established and they get the puck moving around, they do a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Right? Of just getting puck movement and getting the goalie to move, the defense to kind of break up.
I do think it's worth
And you have so many
mentioning,
shooters.
and this has been a thing that has happened more over the last 2 weeks in the last couple games, but they have started to move away from the bumper a little bit. And I know it's your favorite play in the world.
Play.
Yeah, but they've opened up the middle of the ice a little bit. You're starting to see them get that Mac to Mikko seam pass coming back again a little bit. Some of the stuff that they know has worked for them in the past. And if nothing else, the open ice allows them to move their feet a little bit more, and I think that really, really helps them.
Well, that's what makes this team dynamic is just the speed at which they play. So, I mean, if you can get them just small movements inside of a power play is huge for them as well because you're just throwing the angles off for the goalie. So I thought they played really well on the power play. Like you said, they went 2 for 2.
Yeah.
And, I mean, those were the 2 big goals. That's basically putting the game away right there.
Well, and this was another one for me where, again, you try not to get too carried away with one game, anything like that. But this is kind of like the blueprint for what a lot of teams for several years have said. This is how you beat the Avs. You slow them down. You make them play a slow, grinding game along the walls, clog the neutral zone, take away some of that speed. And if you do that, they really struggle to get up ice, and you can take advantage of your opportunities in zone time. And, I mean, sure, I guess it still is harder for them to get up ice because you're trapping in the neutral zone. But, how many times this year, they showed the graphic now, 8 straight wins against LA. They play the Avs like this every time. And, Vegas plays the Avs like this. And it's just you're starting to see, and this goes back to the Josh Manson thing. You guys want to play heavy on the wall? All right.
Josh Manson will go at you all night right there. Yeah,
right.
They don't mind. I do want to say, the U.S. Senate passed a bill to end daylight savings time today.
Are you serious?
Yes. It has to go through the House still, but genuinely,
I'm not getting excited yet. Someone will find
Can we add a rider to this bill to make it illegal to have 8:30 starts in the NHL, especially against the LA Kings of all teams?
I mean, personally, I liked my idea the most. It's just 5:30 starts across the board.
Yeah, seriously. Well, that's basically what they do anyways, and then they have 2 games that start at the exact same time later.
But this one wasn't even a national game.
Yeah,
so
there's no reason.
Why is it starting
reason.
at 8:45?
Well, I'll say I understand 8 because that's 7 local. Why 8:30?
Yeah,
I don't get that. Why make it later just for the hell of it?
there's no reason not to start it at 8. There's no reason, in my opinion, to not start it at 7
7:30.
Mountain Time.
Oh, yeah.
6. That's 6 Pacific, right? Like everyone should be home from work in California at that point.
The ones that crack me up, because I got a buddy who's he lives in Toronto, and when they go out to LA, they'll have 7 o'clock local start.
Yep.
And so it's my whole thing, because I get it. I know everyone that's on the East Coast. I know you
Or
guys
Europe.
are 2 hours behind us. I know. I promise. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we got some people in the studio listening. I know, but like, this is where the team's from. I think that like it's bullshit. That anytime that like even my buddy who lives in Toronto, like you should never have a 11 p.m. start in a local market for a team that's participating in the game.
Yeah.
To your point, yeah. Sorry,
insane.
people of LA, you have to leave work 15 minutes earlier because the game starts at 6. Like, I don't know. That just seems ridiculous. 8:30.
Oh,
It's too late.
Ah.
You wonder why there's
8:30.
You wonder why there's East
8:45.
Coast bias because they're
Yeah.
all asleep for the West Coast games.
So,
Like,
I mean, that's true.
Seriously, yeah. No, that actually is something that they all watch Austin Matthews at 7. Like, wow. Well, I guess there's nothing else interesting to watch. He's the best ever. And they just turn off the TV. It's like, oh.
although I will say the later starts sometimes actually are better for the Euro fans.
Yeah, if it gets late enough, like, well, I'll just get up early for work
Right.
instead of waiting up.
It's the 5 a.m. start instead of the 2 a.m. start for them.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Feels a little bit better on that front. Look, if you're waking up at 5 in the morning, I always defer this one to Jesse because he's the
Oh,
man.
there's got to be a light shade reading.
No, it's
Oh, Jesus.
I think I might defer that one to you.
Oh.
This is an
'cause of
athletic
my name?
greens, an athletic greens read.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jesse's like an animal for this stuff. He can't
Well,
get enough of it.
I've got Hannah, like, she's like an addict. She's like, is anyone else left any behind? I'm like, relax. I'll get some for you. No, but I mean, we talked about it before. Then there's a lot of really good stuff in it, and I can't remember all of it off the top of my head. But honestly, the biggest thing for me is I hate coffee. I don't like coffee.
Bad take.
Like, I don't know. I'll drink a soda every now and then in the morning, but who wants to do that at 8:30? So I don't know.
Not me.
Scoop in your water. It's a little natural tasting, but like I get it down no problem. Tastes fine.
It's
Gets you going.
It's like
Gets people going.
it's like if you were drinking. You guys remember Tang?
Yeah.
It's like if you're drinking Tang, but it was good for you.
Yeah,
That's what it tastes like.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it.
Y'all remember Tang?
Yeah. Hannah does a little like lemonade packet in with it,
Yeah,
and she
mixes it
actually like
in.
really likes it.
So there you go. You can go get yourself some athletic greens today. Take control of your health. It comes with a bunch of amazing stuff. 75 different vitamins, some minerals, a bunch of probiotics in it too. So they got everything covered. It's used by a bunch of athletes around the world. The stuff works. I promise. You see me drinking at the bar here every show, and you wake up and take some athletic greens. You're good to go.
Kick in the glass, Megan.
It works. I'm telling you. Go check it out. Get yourself some athletic greens at athleticgreens.com/avalanche today. They're giving you a 1-year supply of vitamin supplements as well as 5 travel packs. So if you're going on the road, then you can take your athletic greens with you just for purchasing.
The little tin they give you is sick too. I don't know if you already said that. They give
It's
you
so
a nice,
dope to fill it in. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it's a nice little looks nice on the counter.
It's weird. Like, I was genuinely surprised when they sent us the products, like how high quality everything they had.
Yeah,
was.
nice bottle.
Yep.
Branded and all that stuff. And it's like all pre-measured and stuff.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Nice little metal scoop they give you. Tablespoon.
We genuinely have that scoop and we just use it
Yeah,
for
just
like
a
cooking and
measuring,
stuff
yeah,
too.
measuring tool now.
Yeah, it's just part of the whole kitchen at this point.
Megan, come on the show Friday.
Yeah, be here Friday, Megan. This is your warning.
Yeah. Not gonna
That's
text
how
you.
just calling out. You
yeah.
work on Friday.
It's a test of how much you're paying attention.
Yeah.
Also brought to you all by, of course, Breckenridge Brewery, the official beer here at DNVR. 8 different kinds on tap here at the bar. You can get it at your local liquor store as well. Use the Breck Beer Locator online to find it there. I swear, every day I wake up to a new tweet DM asking me where to buy the hat. You can get the dope Breck Brew hat at breckbrew.com. You can go over there and get the merch. It's super cool. Everyone seems to love it. I'm gonna be
Where is
honest.
that?
Yeah, I don't know where it went.
Oh, there it is. I can see it over there.
At the bar there. It's dope. No.
I mean, yeah, no, it's fine.
Can't control this lettuce, here. All right, it's got to flow. It's got to flow out here.
I don't know if it's doing any flowing.
It's flowing. It might not be flowing the way I want it to flow, but it's flowing.
It's bouncing or something. it's voluminous, that's for sure.
Go get some Breck Brew. Second period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast.
The Avs fan comment, he said, if I never have to eat a vegetable again, I might try it. It's a full day serving of fruits and vegetables.
It gets you covered.
For real. One scoop, full day of recommended fruits and veggies.
Then you can go eat burritos at the bar or the chicken wings at the bar for the rest of your meal.
Yeah, I know. Womp womp. But, I mean, you can't come here and mess around on this podcast because she'll be working.
Duh.
Yeah.
Guess she's still working at the end of it.
Yeah.
Going through the goals tonight.
11:40. Oh my God.
And we got like 30 minutes left in this podcast, bud.
Great.
Gear up. Goal number 1, Valenchushkin ends up finishing it off of a play from Mackinnon and Rantanen along the wall on the power play. What is the ceiling for Valenchushkin at this point?
Bro, you already know how I feel.
Put him next to talent like that, he's gonna do a lot.
Well, I mean, so
He's got 15 goals. I'm sorry, I
keep
cut
going.
you off.
No,
He's got
keep
15 goals right now, right?
Yeah.
Think he can do 30? Not
This
this
year?
year. Not this year. But if he had that
No.
talent around him
No.
for the whole year, do you think
No.
he could do 30 with that talent?
No.
With Mikko?
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to say
I would say yes.
No,
Yeah.
no. Maybe 25.
you were also saying that
Maybe
these
25.
exact words were coming out of your mouth 2 years ago when they signed him, and it was like, I don't know, maybe don't play him on the fourth line. No.
Yeah.
My whole point is I'm not about to put a cap on his ceiling. Like the way that he's gotten better, not even every season, every month since he got here, and now you're legitimately watching him as like, yeah, he doesn't look out of place on that top line. It's a former number 10 overall pick, huge size, can skate. He's got the finish part back. He's great tracking pucks. Like, I'm not going to say he can't do it. Do I think it's likely? Yeah. No.
100% willing to admit that I was wrong about Valenchushkin.
And I'm not just saying you. Like, I'm not
and
calling
he's
you
exceeded
out.
expectations by miles. But let's get to 20 before we start talking
For
about
sure.
30.
He's getting to 20 this
But
year.
I was going to say, for me, like 20 is in the question for him for this year. To your point, if they decide to keep him, right? All right, I'm gonna play like crazy hypothetical moment here. Let's say they trade for Claude Giroux and they're able to re-sign him, right?
Sure.
You then have a second line next year, and you bring back Valenchushkin. You decide he's the one you're bringing back of those 3 pending UFAs.
Which I think is the most likely scenario.
Me too. Then you have a second line of him, Newhook, and Giroux. With that level of skill and talent, I don't know how likely it is, to your point. Let's get to 20 first.
Yeah.
But like the way that he continues to improve and his game is just like it's evolving, and he looks like a number 10 overall pick. And again, he doesn't 2 games in a row now. He does not look out of place with Nate and Mikko.
Yeah, he looks perfectly comfortable in the top 6, but even in this wild scenario where you've extended Claude Giroux,
Right? Yes, I've extended a player that that the Avs don't even have.
even then, Valenchushkin is the third option on that line. He's the guy who's doing a lot of the dirty work for you.
And he
But
scored
that's-
tonight.
Yeah, but that's part of the charm there.
Right.
Because so much focus goes to the other 2
You can
guys.
be as charming as you want. Charm doesn't get you to 30 goals, okay?
But again, he's at 15 this year. I don't think 20 is out of the question.
You want
20
him
is definitely
you
not
want
out
him
of the question.
Yeah, 20. No, I'm totally here for 20. I said maybe
I was saying
even
this year, but
25.
next year.
Oh, are you saying this year?
I think
No,
there's
there
shot
was
he's getting to 30 this year.
no. We said next year
Oh,
would
yeah,
be
yeah.
30.
Again, I'm just
This
saying
is
it's not out of the
deranged
question.
as my take that Cale Makar was going to score 35 goals this year. This is how
Which could also
deranged
still
we
happen.
are.
No, again, it's just is it possible is the question. I think the answer is yes. As he showed again tonight, he does a lot of he goes to the front of the net. He digs pucks out. He does a lot of the dirty work, and he can finish. 10th overall.
I don't know. What's the most charming thing you can say in Russian? I don't.
So you're saying that he's a dirty bomb?
Oh my god.
And like Val really isn't a very charming human being.
Out
Wow,
of his
just
mind,
call him
jacked.
out.
Yeah, he's a terrifying.
You better be
human
careful.
being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want any problems with Val. I don't. That's for sure.
I'm gonna just steal this for a second.
Go.
Heavy hitting teams being the Kings. What were the hits tonight, Jesse? Take
Oh.
a guess.
Uh,
Or did you look?
well, I didn't look, but I saw them showing it. It was like 30 something to something in the team.
Manson
right?
had like 10
Yeah.
by
Yeah,
himself,
so-
right?
Avs with 39 hits.
39.
Kings with 17.
Yeah. So again, this goes back to what we were talking about just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
This is what people have said. Oh, do this to beat the Avs. Play heavy, play physical, slow it down in the neutral zone. And the Avs now half dozen times, maybe more this year, have shown not only can we do that, we can do that better than you.
Yeah.
And when we get our chances, we'll bet on our skill
We've got the
every
high-end
time.
talent
Yeah.
as well.
I don't know how the Kings come out of this game feeling any other way than, boy, we're not going to beat that team in a 7-game
Well-
series.
Well, and look at it too. Like right there, second in the Pacific.
Right.
And you look at the team, you're like, I mean, I know it's just a sample size of one game, but
So
it feels like the Avs would just roll that team in a series.
I know, a lot of people have seen the Daryl Sutter comment from today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a wild card team and you pull Colorado, I wouldn't even want to play because it's a waste of 8 days. Everyone saw a couple years ago with Tampa, anything can happen in the playoffs, and that's
True.
part of what makes the NHL playoffs unique and so fun. But when you have an opposing coach of another top team in the NHL by standings, coming out and saying something like that, that is for a reason. That is because he is watching them. He's coaching against them. He's seen them up close now twice in the last few weeks. And he's seeing something that's saying, yeah, that's not, you can't fluke your way into 4 victories against a team like that.
Yeah.
Well, and I thought he had a great coaching game for that because they were cutting off the passes up high to the defense in the offensive
You're talking
zone.
about Daryl Sutter?
Yeah, Daryl Sutter. When they played Calgary, like, did you notice? Like,
Yeah.
they took away that, like, if you're going to do this, you're not going to run through your D because what we've seen all year is you run your offense through your D. So let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
And like that's what we talk about. It's where the Avs find different ways to beat you.
Yeah, they
like
can
you
adjust.
take that away. Last year it was like, well, we're done.
Yeah.
Pack
yeah.
it in.
Yeah.
This year it's like, okay, we'll just go to plan B, plan C, plan D. Whatever we need to do to win, we'll win.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Avs really seemed to, and they were very good at it last year, but forcing teams to play the way that they wanted to play.
Yeah.
And on those few occasions, and I think you ran into that a little bit in the Vegas series, and it was kind of what turned the series was Vegas was a good enough team that they couldn't force them to play the way that the Avs wanted to play. And that was maybe where that series got away from you. They've done it to Vegas this year. They've done it to LA 3 times this year.
Yeah.
They've done it to St. Louis. There's been several teams that have tried to just slow it down, muck it up. Boston tried to do it. And the Avs are fine changing their style of game. And then again, maybe Tampa, maybe Vegas at full health. No one else really has the high-end talent to match line for line.
Yeah. It does feel like, especially whatever they do at the trade deadline, they're
Right.
going to be on another level. But we do have to keep the show moving.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We kind of derailed.
Second goal, Jesse, I know you want to be a coomer about Cale Makar here. So
Dude. Well, so what game was it? It was not this last Calgary game, but the one before that, where Cale Makar he breaks up a 2-on-1 and then a 3-on-2. Calgary going the other way, taking advantage of a turnover at the blue line, and then he goes back the other way, and he ends up going to the net and scoring a goal on a rebound.
tucks it home on a great play.
Right,
Yeah.
and you sit there and you're like, wow, that's a phenomenal 200-foot play to come back, break up a rush from behind, catch the play, break it up. Wow, that's a great play to see him do it. And then tonight, a very similar thing happens, and Anze Kopitar is sprung clear on a breakaway. Andrei Kopitar, pretty good player.
All right.
Just surefire Hall of Famer.
Yeah. First ballot, 2-time Stanley Cup champion, whatever. And he's got a step or two. Cale Makar chases him down, doesn't take a penalty. I don't know if he actually got a stick on the puck, but he gets stick on stick.
Enough to break it up.
Keeps Kopitar from ever even getting a shot on net. Then as the puck goes behind, one-handed peels it off of Kopitar, takes it out of his feet, stops, resets, goes the other way, helps set up a zone entry, then puts a shot on net that gets tipped in front for a goal. Like, I put it on Twitter, find me a better 200-foot player in the NHL right now. Literally that's twice in the last 2 weeks where he makes game-changing plays on both goal lines on the same shift. And again, he's the one that comes back and breaks it up. He's the one that breaks it out of the zone. And then, he scores the goal last time. And then tonight, he's the one putting the puck on net. It's just, there's a lot of really good defensemen and stepping beyond that, really, really good players in the league right now. I don't know if I've seen another player do that once this year, let alone twice in 10 days.
Haven't you seen Adam Fox play?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Scored the overtime winner tonight.
He did.
For the Rangers. So
sorry, East Coast, I was in bed.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
Sleeping, waiting for this game to start.
But great ridiculousness from Cale Makar there. And the reality is he's that type of player that can do that on every shift. But also, is this a little bit of JT Compher pouring one out for Tyson Jost?
Yeah, I said in the first period, I was like, man, it'd be nice for Compher to get a big one tonight. Like, for all jokes aside, probably a tough day for him. Like, that's his buddy. Like, that's it. They're roommates, all that stuff.
Yeah, but it's like...
Oh, yeah.
The other part of that, too, is like, oh, man, I'm really going to miss him. Thank God it wasn't me.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he gets to live to see another day, for sure.
Still on the Avs for now.
Yeah, but I don't know. With the Landy LTIR thing, I thought for a second maybe they were, and they haven't done it yet, for the record. I guess they haven't put Landy on LTIR.
They
but
are.
They're definitely going to. Yeah, like I said, I hope they do it right in the middle of Claude Giroux's 1,000 game ceremony. Just like that's when they choose to announce it and formally put the paperwork in. Just
love it.
Yeah, but I really did. I was sitting there, I was like, man, if they do that, maybe they don't move anybody and they just say, we're gonna do this, add money, and be done. And you know, those two guys, they were trying to stay optimistic, and I throw Ryan Murray in there too, who, like I said, he probably just has his phone off. I didn't get the call.
I don't know.
No way.
If you can't reach, I'm going on vacation this weekend.
Yeah.
Like
Joe wants to see me. Tell him I'm really busy. Sorry. But yeah, so I don't know if those two guys are trying to be optimistic. Maybe they saw that and like, whew, maybe we'll both get to stay. And now one of them's gone. So I don't know. It's I was happy for Compher because that probably helped a little bit.
Yeah,
it made him a little bit more valuable as a trade-off.
There we go. Here we go. Third goal, really quick. We don't have to talk too much about this one.
It's a great play.
It was beautiful play. Miko laser off of a nice
Berkey
feedback
pass,
from
yeah.
Berkey.
Yeah, I thought he overpassed it, but everyone thought he was shooting it.
Yep.
So
It worked.
once again, to no one's surprise, an NHL player knows more about hockey than me.
Whoa! And of course, Kuemper now at 126 minutes of shutout time or something. He's our king of the game by default. When you get a shutout, you get king of the game. 23 saves only. He didn't have to work quite as hard for this one, but I don't know.
The shots from the last game.
Every team in the league should be afraid of Darcy Kuemper right now. I think that's the real story here is everyone's going, boy, the Avs are really good, and they have that guy behind them.
Goaltending is mental, and goaltending is rhythm. If you are in a good headspace as a netminder and you feel good and you feel like you're going to make the next save, you're seeing shots, you're getting puck touches, you're a very hard goaltender to beat. We talked about it on a pre- or post-game show last week. The Darcy Kuemper that Avs fans know is the one that when the Avs were playing Arizona, they were outplaying them for 55 minutes a game. And every time they loaded up to shoot,
stop.
every time
Stop it.
they loaded up to shoot,
No.
there was nothing to look at. There was no net that you could see. And Kuemper just looked like he was going to make stops. He looked like the puck was going to hit him. He looked like he was in the right spot. And then he's huge. And that was what made him tough to beat. And that's the goaltender the Avs were hoping they were going to get. Since Christmas, that's largely what you've gotten. And then especially this last week, Carolina, Calgary, now tonight, that's pretty damn close to what it's looked like for every minute.
And
of
the
last
other
three
thing
games.
to add on to that, right, is like if you have a first, oh my God, I'm going to say this, first good 10 minutes where there's no goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sets the tone, right?
Seriously.
Like obviously we saw it when they played, who were they playing where you let in the first 3 goals?
When's the last time you've had a good 10 minutes, Blais?
I mean, what, 1998?
Yeah. 98.
My legs still work there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Didn't have a bunch of injuries. No, but like what I was saying is like, if a goalie gets in that headspace,
Yep.
For sure. They lock in.
they feel
and-
they feel the puck in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get them,
Well,
get
dude,
past them.
we
easily.
we all laugh about like, oh, it's such a cliche, but like cliches are cliches for a reason. Like there is a level of truth to them, and the phrase that the puck looks like a beach ball. That's kind of how Kuemper has looked. Like where it's just pucks are hit. Like he's not giving up rebounds. He's not struggling to find pucks. Pucks are coming through traffic, and he's tracking them really well and just swallowing them up, giving nothing. I think it was Tkachuk had that backdoor look in the last minute of the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, they show the replay, and the way Kuemper comes over and lunges out. I mean,
It's just
K-
it's
Tkachuk
covering
had-
the entire
right,
net. Yeah.
Right. Kachuk's on the doorstep, and most people would say that he had 80% of the net to shoot at, but from where he's standing, there's just nothing.
Yep.
And that's how Kuemper looks
There's
right
a
now.
glove.
I'm not one for superstition, but we restock Kemperer shirts.
Yeah.
He pitches 2 shutouts. This is just mathematics at this point. So you go buy a bunch of Kemperers, you get us to restock again, he pitches more shutouts. Math.
That is how it works.
Yeah.
School.
I've been to school.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
I took some classes.
I've seen a school.
Okay. We are brought to you by Avaca TV, our sponsor for the party bus.
Do we have another segment after this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shut up, seriously.
Buckle up, bud. You ain't going to bed anytime soon.
Extra long podcast tonight.
Are you being serious?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we got lots left to
I thought
go,
that was
bud.
Have you ever
segment
played hockey
three.
before? This is the second intermission.
I thought we had already done 2 ad reads.
First of all, go get your tickets to the party bus and get them at the DNVR locker
It's
right
the party
now.
bus, bud.
April 16th, Avs taking on
Are we done
Carolina.
after it?
You get seats in the lower bowl, section 1 at 20. You get a bus ride from the bar to and from the game, so you can get as drunk as you want.
We can wave to Jesse, who's going to be
In the press box.
way up high.
He'll be way in the bad seats.
Yeah.
We'll be in the good seats. It'll be great for everyone but Jesse.
Yeah, we'll be drinking.
Do that.
Yeah.
And when you're not at the games, get Avaca TV. $25 a month. You can watch it right on your television. Just hook up their receiver. It's just like watching cable or Dish or DirecTV or whatever. But, you actually have altitude that you can watch. So jump on it with Avaca TV right now. You can go to avaca.tv/DNVR to get it for $25 a month. They'll also have AT&T Sports Network for the Rockies, who are back in 3 weeks. That sounds right. Close enough to opening day, 3 weeks. Jump on that with Avaca today. And then check out the next sponsor on my list that I'm very prepared. Oh, it's DraftKings, of course. Go over to DraftKings right now. There's no, they're genuinely giving you a free $50.
Yeah.
You can go bet on Gonzaga to beat, is it Georgia
State.
Though this is the 1 versus 16 matchup, which is normally a minus 10,000 bet. They're giving you even money on the bet up to $50. So go put in $50, bet on that, win $50. It's $50 free just because. You don't even need a new account. This is all accounts. If you have an account and you got tired of it, Go put in $50 and win 50 free bucks with this Georgia bet right now. I don't know. It's free money. I don't know how else to explain it to you. It's free money. So go over there, use a new account, use code DNVR. You get amazing odds boosts every single day beyond just this Georgia one, or Gonzaga one, rather. But that one is actual free money. Get that. Play around with DraftKings. Bet all your money like Blais does on Cale Makar to win the Norris.
That's right.
Though I think the odds are like pretty bad now.
Yeah, my phone's dead, but they are. I mean, they're now negative.
Just follow Blaze's bets every day. You hit 2 for 3 tonight.
2 for 3 on plus bets.
Yeah,
so.
making money out here.
Weekend gambling primer had a great weekend.
Damn.
Went 3-1 and hit on our Mackinnon.
You're trying to steal my thunder here.
It's a weekend thing. I don't do it for every game. It's a weekend thing.
Okay.
But in this exact moment, yes, I am.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it was like minus
it
175.
was plus up until the first
As
week
I
of
was
March.
saying about my bets, though. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Look, if they hit, people should be taking them.
Yeah, I was
That's all
going
I'm
to say
saying.
3-1, and we hit on the prop.
Let's jump on that. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Other terms, restrictions, and conditions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Okay, let's get to the Super Chats.
Good.
I'm ready.
Segment 3.
I don't have to
just
say
super
anything.
chats.
$5 from Nom Nom. Surprise acquisition, Philip Forsberg. He's a Magic left winger. I have dreams about this since I also love my Preds. So we spent the vast majority of this game racking our brains for, like, who could the Avs surprise trade for?
I was literally just going through rosters.
Mine still from our trade day.
Oh, okay.
Who was it?
Hurdle.
Yeah, the Avs is just going to be given gifts.
That's right.
on
I'm not
trade.
writing anything off at this point. With everything that we're hearing, it's like, sure, why not? Why not?
Is Philip Forsberg off the table? No. Do I think Nashville's going to have interest in that? No.
Would he gel with the Avalanche players?
Does it matter?
Swedish.
No. That doesn't
Landy
matter.
would like him. Berkey would like him.
That's right. I forgot. When you're part of a nation, you love everybody.
Well, I don't know. I don't
love
know.
everybody in the United States.
No, I don't know. They all play together internationally and
Sure.
stuff.
Okay.
They play on a lot of the
When
same
you play that
teams.
level of hockey, all the people from a place kind of do
Well,
know each
and,
other.
yeah, I don't know. It's just like there's only 3 of them. It's like, we can all go out to dinner and speak Swedish. So, like, we all hang out.
Is Landy Swedish even good anymore?
Oh, dude, it's insane.
Yeah?
I was just talking about him yesterday about how, like, he's one of the craziest people to, like, talk to because his English is better than mine.
Yeah.
And then every now and then there will be, like, a Swedish outlet who comes to a game and
And he just rips it off.
and dude, I mean, it's, like, beautiful, too. It's crazy.
You get lost in his speech.
Yeah. He's an insanely talented athlete and, like, crazy bilingual. Perfect speaking Swedish and English. It's like... Well, no, but I mean, like it's like both are very clean. Like you would believe that either are his first language.
Sure.
It's like I didn't even get one skill. And this dude is just overflowing.
$2 from Vaguely Sober. Manson is what a shutdown defenseman looks like.
Yeah.
But no argument through one game.
Stay-at-home defenseman.
$5 from the Schick. First time I've missed the Avs playing in any city I'm living in 6 years. Got some bad news today. Glad the Avs could put me in a slightly better mood. Hope you're doing okay, man.
Yeah, man.
Good vibes. We'll send them your way for sure. Whatever's going on. Hope things get better for you.
Glad they helped out with a win.
Yeah. $5 from Josh. Second place team in the Central has 76 points. The second wild card team in the East has 76 points. The entire Eastern playoff pool separates us from the Blues. It really is absurd what the Avs are doing in their gap to the rest of the Western Conference as a whole, not just the Central Division. Team's good. I don't know.
The crazy thing, though, is like when you look at the Eastern Conference versus the Western Conference, there's still things up for grab.
Oh, yeah.
In the Western Conference.
Yep.
The Eastern Conference
It's
is basically like, all right,
every
here's
team
the
already
playoffs of
knows.
teams
Yeah.
now. Where are you going to land? That's all we really care about
Since-
because there's a huge gap between that second wild card spot and ninth place.
I actually, and I'd have to go back to double check this. But I don't think there's been any team fall out of the playoffs in the East since December. I think.
I'm
I
pretty
think.
sure you're
That's
right.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Boston got into that wild card spot right around Christmas, and there hasn't been movement since. I mean, other than reshuffling within divisions and stuff.
I mean, it'd have to take a pretty good run for the next 2 months to get anywhere close to coming into that second wild card spot
not
in the
only would
East.
it take a good run, it would take a good run and a collapse.
Yeah. Yep.
$2 from Pete. How exactly does accruing cap work? Thanks, guys. That is a question.
You can take this one, Rudo.
So I'm gonna give you the simplified version. Obviously, normal cap, as much cap room as you have, cap is accrued daily, so you can adjust it on a day-to-day basis to gain a handful of dollars here and there. The big thing that everyone's doing, the big loophole that's everyone's using, is once you've used some LTIR additional cap space, you actually want to be as close to the cap as possible, because if you're close to the cap and you're using LTIR cap space, you're actually accruing more cap space because of the LTIR. It's really convoluted and it's really confusing, and someday, if you really want to know, go look it up on the internet and you'll read it and you won't understand what they're saying, and you'll be just as confused as I am.
Why don't we just make Jesse do one of those explainer videos for it?
Right now.
We need more than 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
No.
Yeah.
We'll wait till after the pod's done. You can stay back with the idea, and you guys can get it done tonight while we leave.
Can be up till 3 a.m. It's fine.
We'll just have Yahir do it. You can set everything up, and if you have any questions,
There you go.
He can't
Call
even
Rudo.
explain offsides to me in soccer. So.
That's why I tried to shit.
Next. $6.99 Canadian. It's so late I can't read anymore. From Drew, just because you guys are awesome and just curious, what about Scheifele from the Jets for a random name to throw out there?
guess what?
Is a name that came up.
That was another one we talked about.
I look, I feel like every one of these is just throwing darts in the dark, right? At this point, you're just going to have to wait and see.
Well, just small glimpse into what our conversation was if you're really talking off the board, you've got to be looking at teams that would be willing to get rid of someone, and someone that you could justifiably talk yourself into.
Yep.
I can see why they traded him. Maybe they didn't want to for the right price. And yeah, names like Scheifele, we didn't mention Ehlers, but maybe you go to Columbus, Patrick Laine, Chicago,
Yeah, I don't
Alex
think-
DeBrincat. But again, all of these guys, I kind of feel like
Yeah.
that, where it's like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That truly would be out of left field. Nobody saw it coming, but that has been a lot of the sense that big time national writers have said. We've heard at the local level. We have heard as DNVR directly from sources. I don't know. It sounds like they're just up to something, and it sounds like it may be out of left field, and nobody will see it coming. So when you go off that, I don't know. Yeah, Mark Scheifele's name came up. There's a lot of really interesting names out there when you start going through them.
And everyone, it's like, is there substance there? Maybe.
Right. There's just as much substance as any of these other guys.
Yeah. $2 more from the Schick. Cream cheese plus hot Cheetos on a bagel. Bad food take? No.
I've actually worked with someone who would just dip hot Cheetos
Yeah,
in cream
that sounds
cheese.
delicious.
That sounds disgusting to me, but
What?
Same here.
for you
What?
weirdos, I'm sure, yeah. It's
I
fine.
think this is a great take. I don't know what these two are on about.
All right, sour cream.
What?
cream cheese.
Mayo.
Oh, it's mayo. See, I even got it wrong.
You don't even know my takes. $5 from Jim. As of tonight's game, where do you put Makar and McKinnon on the list of best overall NHL players? Top 3, 5, 10, etc. McKinnon's top 3 for me,
I'd have them both in the
regardless.
top 5.
I certainly Makar is top 10. You could probably make an argument for top 5.
Yeah, both.
I would have the two of them. I'm not sure in what order, but I'd have both of them in the top 5.
Give Makar a few more years before you answer that.
Before he's top 1. Yeah. Okay. Tommy for $10. This looked and felt like a drop in game. A drop in game. I can get in.
It didn't look like that.
Or stick and puck, random lines and weird matchups, but still happy with the mentality. We are heading into the playoffs with cup or bust. I don't think it felt like a drop in game. I think it did at times for Manson. You could see him kind of just YOLOing out there like, I don't know the systems. I'm taking this guy.
Yeah.
Well, you could just tell when he got the puck, like, where the Avs players go because they've been practicing with each other all year. Those are the set plays. He was just doing what he thought he should do, which is like line of sight, right? Which is probably the smart thing to do. If you don't know the system, don't be doing blind passes.
Make
to
yourself
be cute.
an option.
Yeah.
Do something simple.
Well, it's these types of games always give you a good glimpse at who players really are because it just has to be instinctual.
Yeah.
You're not fitting into the systems yet. So again, all jokes aside, the fact that he does default to the front of the net and he does, like you said, just get pucks. He made a lot of easy passes tonight. It's good to see those are his natural instincts. But yeah, the line jumbling a bit of drop in. Just you come in and the first 5 that roll out the door down there.
All right. $5 from Chris. Manson's game tonight, fresh after meeting the team, makes me excited to see what he looks like with some ice time with the rest of the boys. Yeah, I don't know how you can have any complaints tonight, for sure, on Manson. It was great.
For as much as players have said Bednar lets them play to their strengths, again, you saw good instincts from Manson tonight.
Yeah.
You hope he can lean into it more.
Yep. And $5 from Alex, going to Avs game soon. Any tips on how to get some gear signed? So the best way to do it is probably go to a practice and then wait outside in the parking lot.
Yeah, in the least creepy sounding way possible.
Yep.
Yep.
It's the most effective way I've seen to get stuff signed. Or you can
And
send
it's
stuff to
behind the
team.
rink where you want to go. It's where the gates are and all the nice
back
cars.
parking lot. Yeah, it's unfortunately they don't have great availability when it comes to those type of things. You can send stuff to the team, and they will usually sign it for you. However, they have a disclaimer that it's like, if we don't ever send your stuff back, sucks to suck.
I also think, and I mean, you're starting into spending money, but I think they've opened back up if you're doing Club Lexus, you have after the game, you can go down to Club Lexus and it's by the walkway where the guys go out to their cars. And I know they used to allow people to put stuff out to be signed and stuff. Stopped for a while with COVID, but I think they're back doing it. But again, you've got to purchase Club Lexus. And
Not cheap.
right.
Okay, that's all the super chats. We're well into tomorrow at this point. Final thoughts on the game, and let's get out of here.
Nope. I got
Nope.
I mean, I think we talked about it.
Nope. It's too late. We're done. Out of here. Thankfully, we are off tomorrow. Assuming the Avs don't do anything, we are off tomorrow.
So emergency pod coming tomorrow.
Without a doubt, emergency pod coming. But we appreciate all of y'all, especially the ridiculous amount of you stayed up with us tonight. You guys in the bar with us.
I'll say thanks for hanging out with us.
We appreciate you
folks
guys
that are all
hanging out
here.
too.
Where were you guys from?
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis. Yeah, we had some folks who stopped in the bar tonight from St. Louis, stopping into town. So thanks for coming by to see us. Have you guys? I feel like I've seen you guys around here before. No, first time here. Couple.
They're just up the street.
No
Right off the
excuses
block.
now.
Yeah,
Now
I was
you
gonna
gotta
say.
be.
Yeah, so a couple first timers at the DNVR bar. So thanks for stopping by, everyone, and hanging out with us. Yeah.
All
Thank you.
right. We are out of here for the night. We appreciate all of you, and we will talk to you hopefully on Thursday.